just had this. Hello and welcome to MASL Soccer on MASL TV. Tonight, the Dallas Sidekicks play host to the Texas Outlaws. For the first time in some time, the Sidekicks find themselves on the outside looking in the playoff structure after a heartbreaking loss against Kansas City in their previous game where they led 6-4 with less than 3 minutes remaining but gave up 3 goals in the latter stages to fall 7-6 to the Comets. The Sidekicks now find themselves 3-9 on the season and currently are in 9th place in the playoff race, which has them on the outside looking in. The Outlaws themselves suffered heartbreak in their last outing, a 5-3 loss against Utica City. The Outlaws, still looking for their first win of the season, actually led 3-1 early in the third period, but UCFC responded down the stretch, 4 unanswered en route to the 5-3 win last night, and the Outlaws dropped to 0-9 on the season. For the Sidekicks, an opportunity here perhaps to get themselves back into the playoff race. Right now, they're 2 points down to St. Louis, but a win tonight over Texas would allow them to leapfrog the ambush and get back into that 8th spot. And for the Outlaws, a couple of near misses in recent outings. They're still looking for that O to go. And they have the opportunity tonight here at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center. Coming up, it's MASL action, Sidekicks, and the Outlaws on MASL TV. MITRE is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, MITRE is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at mitre.com. Getting set to go from the Credit Union of Texas Event Center. And the Sidekicks, 3-9 on the season, have lost 5 straight, looking to get themselves back on track as they continue this 3-game homestand after the heartbreaker in their last outing, a 7-6 loss against the Kansas City Comets. A chance for the Sidekicks to knock off one of the top teams in the MASL, but they fell just short and give the Comets a ton of credit. 3 goals in the final 2:35 to snatch the victory from the Sidekicks. Long pass into the box, sent out. We're underway. Sidekicks in the home green jerseys. And the Outlaws still winless on the season in the road blues. Early kick from the top. And that one blocked at the point, out of play, and we'll have a corner. As Perez couldn't get it through the sea of hands. I should say the sea of bodies. And they're going to award this off of Dallas. So it'll go to Texas. And right away you see the pressure from Colin O'Keefe. O'Keefe, a big outing in the loss to Kansas City. Quick feed into the box. Looking for a chance and a drive and an early goal. The Outlaws grab the lead. Ortiz able to slip it in the near post. Second goal on the season in just the fifth game for the midfielder David Ortiz, and the Outlaws grab the early 1-0 lead. Well, that's the hangover perhaps from that tough finish against Kansas City, and in the opening minute, the Sidekicks give one up. I started to say Colin O'Keefe with the pressure out front, coming off a huge performance in that loss to Kansas City. 2 goals and an assist. Really keyed the attack for the Sidekicks, but it's Ortiz with the quick shot and the goal. And the Outlaws grab the 1-0 lead. And for the Outlaws, the tough loss at home against Utica City, but one of those losses against Utica right now in 7th in the standings. So a playoff team, and the Outlaws certainly had them in some trouble in the third period with the lead, and no doubt picked up some confidence. This, a decidedly younger Texas squad this season. And perhaps gaining in some confidence, though still looking to get themselves off the schneid and into the win column. And they get the quick start here. They'll play it back to Jesus Rivera, back in goal for the Outlaws. Rivera had a strong performance in the loss against Utica City. 18 saves against 22 shots. So he did a good job keeping the Outlaws in the match. But ultimately they fell 5-3. Andrew Coughlin just a little bit better in net for Utica City in that 5-3 win. Turnover and a chance the other way. Eligwe leading the attack. But the Sidekicks getting back. And the Outlaws content to reset in the opening minutes. Happy you've joined us. Sunday afternoon soccer from Dallas. The Sidekicks and the Outlaws MASL action. Chip toward the front, but Lackland will squeeze it. And we play on 1-0. Nestor Hernandez in the backfield. He and Silva and Quintana now into that top 10 in block shots on that back line. Eligwe in a foot race with Hernandez, trying to work it back to the left foot. Drops the pass, but the shot sent wide. Heritage Davies had a good look, but sent it wide. Middle, whistle. No, we're going to play on now the foul call. So it's going to go on O'Keefe. And there you see Lovegrove come off the bench. And there is a look at Colin O'Keefe. Over on the Sidekick bench. Outlaws. They get the block. Long stretch in possession for the Sidekicks. Long pass, too long. And Rivera there as they overshoot Perez. Winding down, 5:34 and counting remaining. Opening period. 2-1, Texas on top. They battle for the loose ball, and the foul call. This going to go against Renato Torquato. And Torquato coming off the big performance in the loss to Kansas City. A couple of goals, his first 2 of the season. They look at the top of the arc. They want Quintana. Now it's loose. Romero had a notion, but pulls it back. Long shot blocked at the point, not a play. Torquato tried to dial it up from Fort Worth, but blocked out of play. Sidekicks will keep it going. 5:08. Media timeout on the field. 2-1 Texas. Earlier watching Sidekick Soccer on MASL TV.
Wind 6 miles, runway 6 straight, clear on.
Across the nation, MASL players are giving back, utilizing their professional power to touch and inspire people in their local communities nationwide. Free soccer clinics, where kids can meet their heroes and learn new skills. After-school programs and special events. And surprise visits to the classroom. Visiting brave kids in the hospital, bringing joy and hope. Supporting special needs care, partnering with local businesses, and so much more. MASL, passion on the field, purpose off the field, committed to community.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. MASL Soccer also brought to you by Green Drop. Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks. Truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price, Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help our athletes battle aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com. And the action continues from the Credit Union of Texas Event Center. 2-1. The Outlaws with the early lead against the Dallas Sidekicks. Big game certainly here for the Sidekicks in terms of the standings as well. Talked at the top about the win for the Ambush, a 12-7 win against Harrisburg last night, and with that win, St. Louis moved into the 8th spot. But the Sidekicks can leapfrog once again if they can get a win here tonight and get themselves back into the playoff picture. Partial fan on the swing from Fabian Cruz, who's on for the Sidekicks. They'll play it back outside. Dallas will keep it. They are really starting to assert themselves in terms of ball possession as this first period moves on, but they still trail it 2-1. Played into the corner for Hernandez. Working against Ortiz. Back outside. And a shot from beyond the line for Quintana. Save for Rivera. Davies had it for a moment, but the turnover. It comes back to Perez. Blocked. Another shot on the hop from Hernandez up over the crossbar. Still in the outlaw zone. The Sidekicks keep the pressure off. Couple of good looks. Hernandez on the hop with the rip just inside the line, but just a little bit high. Felipe Silva swings it across. Again, the shot smothered by Ortiz. Now it's poked free by Davies. Back outside to Hernandez. Sidekicks will reset. Winding down to 3 minutes to go. Opening period. Lovegrove facing up on Ortiz, trying to get it on the right foot. Into space. Silva sends it across, but Perez partially fanned on it. Boy, the one-timer from Perez appeared to be there, but he couldn't quite dial it up. Lovegrove chips it in, looking to get it back on the give and go. Sent across the goal mouth. Back outside. Romero. Sidekicks keep it. Wall ball in front to Perez, but Perez has that one go up over the glass. Boy, that is a good stretch for the Sidekicks, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. But if you're the Outlaws, how long can you continue with that dynamic? Sidekicks almost exclusive control of the ball over the last several minutes. Interesting to see if we'll see an adjustment to try and amp up some pressure. We did see the Outlaws force a turnover earlier in the first period, leading to a goal. That from Aligwe. Yeah, here Romero drops it down. Looking for Powell, and Powell has that one poked free. Quintana with the slide, comes up with the steal. He'll dial it up off the crossbar. Well, I tell you, Quintana with a pretty good rip. Another shot coming from just outside the line, up over the board, and out of play from Lovegrove. Well, we'll take a look at the stats, certainly, in between periods, but you have to imagine that the shots starting to pile up in favor of the Sidekicks. Centering ball right back outside. A shot for the line. Lackland stones it. Boy, that was a great look for Chavez. Looking for a streaking Rodriguez, but it's broken up. I'll tell you, that was Chavez against Lackland, one-on-one. And Lackland wins the battle, keeps it at 2-1. That was nearly a real break for the Outlaws as the rebound came right back to Chavez in space. This is Chavez once again. That's a terrific job defensively from Rodriguez, the clean steal. Gets it back for the Sidekicks. Outlaws will shuffle in some new players. Lovegrove switching to the near side. Now he'll head back to that left side on the attack. Oh, that's a great poke check and a steal. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Gonzalez into the zone. Hernandez able to block the centering pass. Now the Outlaws will have to set up. Back up top. Eric Macias at the point. Under a minute to go. In fact, well under a minute, down to 12 seconds. On the drive, Rodriguez with the challenge. I should say with Romero with the challenge. Lackland sends it to the corner. Silva plays it back. Romero tries to get it out. The crush ball from inside the line. Lackland able to get a hand on it as the first period comes to a close, with the Outlaws leading the Sidekicks 2-1. It's MASL Soccer on MASL TV.
Mealtimes are having a moment. A flavorful moment. A moment that's full of golden fried happiness and totally crave-worthy. One that has citrus grilled deliciousness, puts a twist on the classics, and packed with so much flavor that there's something for everyone. A moment you can only discover with the one-of-a-kind chicken and sides of Pollo Campero, crafted to taste like home.
Every business is different, but B1 Bank knows that every business owner has similar needs. From streamlining accounts receivables to maintaining access to working capital, a trusted bank is your best asset for staying on top of day-to-day finances and planning for future business growth. At B1 Bank, I know I have access to commercial banking experts who care about the needs of my business and can guide me to accomplish my goals. B1 Bank knows that managing your business isn't simple, but they can help you make it uncomplicated.
Hailstorms can cause devastating damage to your home. But what if you could protect it with the best? Introducing Total Storm Solutions, installers of the hail-proof roofing system. Not only will you shield your home from costly future damage, but you'll also increase its value and save on your insurance premiums. Total Storm Solutions is proud to sponsor your Dallas Sidekicks and offer free shingle upgrades when you mention this ad. Protect your home today. Visit TotalStormSolutions.com to learn more.
2-1 Outlaws as we head to the second period. Take 10. That's all the time you'll need for Eric Bergrud to take you inside the game and get to know some of the biggest stars advancing the sport on and off the field. 10 for 10 airs weekly on MASL TV.
Texas Outlaws foul call on number 20, Victor Elite, his first of the game. Now you listen to me, mister.
And there we appear to have it. And a 2-1 lead for Texas, so apologies. Momentary audio connection issues, and we're back. And a restart just right of the box for the Sidekicks, trailing at 2-1, but a golden opportunity here. This one will come about 10 feet out, the centering pass, back outside, blocked at the point, kept in by Lovegrove, but not all the way in. Now loose, and back outside, they'll get it to Hernandez. Oscar Romero tries to thread it through, but no shot coming from Quintana. Back outside, and again, Hernandez will return. And at the risk of making a point for a second time, don't know when we actually cut out there, but the shots on goal in the first period, despite the time of possession advantage for Dallas. 7-5 for the Outlaws. So certainly the storyline in that first period was Texas doing a great job taking advantage of the opportunities when they came. Forcing a turnover for one goal, but creating some good chances despite giving up that time of possession advantage to the Sidekicks for much of that first period, and they have the 2-1 lead. They'll work it down low. Shot blocked at the point, but they keep it in with Ramallah. Back outside. Here's Steele. O'Keefe trying to get through. He wants a call. He's going to get it. So the call against David Ortiz. And Ortiz, who had not scored in his last 4 games with that first goal. So that got him out of a mini scoring funk. Centering ball, but Romero, I should say, couldn't quite get there. That was Yahir Romero. And Romero closing in quickly, but they managed to clear it out. And they'll look up top for Quintana. Drops the pass, shot, and a save for Rivera, but it's still loose. And the goal on the rebound as they do get it just under Rivera. Rivera had to lay out for the save, and the rebound comes outside. Powell there to put it home and tie it at 2. So the Sidekicks respond after they fall behind 2-0. But the goal from Rodriguez, and now on the rebound, Powell in the right spot. All tied up at 2. Early stages, second period. Played into space once again, but Rivera able to smother it off the wall. Romero looking to center. More pressure from Romero. They'll have to play it all the way back to Rivera. Rivera in his second season, taken over as the full-time starter in the net for the Outlaws. He was 3-6 last year for Texas, but still looking for his first win this year. O'Keefe. They work it around. Now looking for the corner. Blas Perez has returned back up to the point. Shot blocked. Back outside. Lovegrove retrieves. Silva wants to put it on the right foot. Lovegrove looking to drop it down low, but Perez doesn't get there in time. It's back outside. Lately can't keep it. Lovegrove on the touch pass in the corner. Perez looking for an angle. Rebound out to the top of the arc, and they'll work it back to Hernandez. On the right side with space, the wall ball into the box. Out to Lovegrove. Sidekicks looking for the lead. Oscar Romero. They'll skip it across. Lovegrove facing up on Lately. Silva threads it through for Perez, not on the same page with Romero. The turnover, the Outlaws looking for the quick counter. It's a 1-on-2. Looking for a lane into the box and back outside. And the Sidekicks back on the attack as they'll get it to Quintana. Yahir Romero centering ball. Back outside. Second year for Yahir Romero after 9 goals in his rookie campaign. Does appear that we have all 3 Romero brothers available for the Sidekicks tonight. Sina Sai and Oscar, if memory serves. Sidekicks trying to pressure in the Outlaw zone. The Outlaws get it to midfield, but Quintana comes up with the steal. Powell, who scored moments ago. Back to his left. Now dials it up off the crossbar. Back outside. O'Keefe on the bounce. Rivera with the save. It's still loose in the box. Played out to the far side. Ramallo able to play it off the wall to himself. 3-on-3. They try to center, but O'Keefe hustling back. Romero just manages to chip it forward. Steal for Lately. Excuse me. For Dabgima Famune. I do have to apologize. Didn't have full pronunciations for many of the Outlaw players, so we'll do the best we can. some of the pronunciations, but apologies. Sometimes we might be a little off. Long pass looking for Eligwe. Esai Romero. Rodriguez plays it to the far side, but the Outlaws get it back to midfield. And Vicmore Eligwe going to head off. Ortiz. And now the Outlaws going to be content to try and work some time on possession themselves. Into the box, and Lackland all the way into the corner where it's still loose. Lackland doesn't have the ability to pick it up, and the shot from Ortiz looked like it caught the post. Might have been a call before the shot. And indeed, they're going to give it to the Sidekicks, but that one nearly found a perfect spot from the wing. And Ortiz, who's already tallied, had a shot there as well. O'Keefe tries to split the double team, leaves the pass, wants it back from Perez. What a great save from Rivera. Well, that is well done on the two-man game with O'Keefe and Perez, and it leads to a great look from O'Keefe, but Rivera up to the challenge. Now quickly back the other way, and a save from Lackland. Long pass up ahead. Perez tries to take it on the bounce. It's up over the board. Corner coming for the Sidekicks as Blas Perez was working one-on-one, I believe, with Steven Gonzalez. And Perez in just his third season here in the MASL, but at age 44, safe to say he's a veteran. Ortiz working against Hernandez. Looking for Ramallo in space. Lovegrove there. Down goes Ramallo. And now the whistle comes in. This is going to go against the Outlaws. Well, they're going to go back up. No, they're going to say this is against Lovegrove. So they'll restart at the Sidekick line. I believe next stoppage should be our media timeout here in the second period. Entertaining first half. Dallas and Texas all tied at 2. And Eligwe is still talking. Something he didn't like about that last call for Vicmore Eligwe, who has really stepped up, become one of the principal options offensively here for the Texans, or I should say for the Outlaws over the last 5 games. And Eligwe in his 9th season actually played for Dallas back in 2023, but makes his way over to the Outlaws this season. And again, he's having a strong run. Last 5 games with 4 goals. Now a turnover. Powell trying to get it on the left foot, but can't do it. Poked free. The Outlaws get it back. Well, Powell got the clean steal, but nobody there with him, and the Outlaws do a good job converging to get it back before any counter can develop. 7:15 remaining here in the second period. That one out of play. And there is a look at Yahir Romero as we take a break in the second period. Dallas and Texas tied at 2. It's Sidekick Soccer on MASL TV.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play. The wait is over. The 2025 MASL season is here. Bigger and better than ever. Get ready for high-speed action, jaw-dropping goals, and fierce competition as your favorite teams battle it out on the field. With intense rivalries, unforgettable moments, and new stars rising, the MASL delivers excitement every week. Get your tickets now and be part of the excitement. Because this season, the action is non-stop.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastavanski and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's game and discuss the league's hot topics. All tied at 2 as we wind down towards 7 minutes to go in the first half. The Sidekicks have come from 2 down to tie it up. Sidekicks will give it up. Look like a handball in the zone as Cy Romero. A little difficulty with the bouncing ball for Romero. 6 goals on the season in his 3rd year. Outstanding midfielder for the Sidekicks. Long pass looking for Bastavanski, but the call will give it back the other way. Sidekicks will come all the way back. Silva gonna leave it. We're gonna have a restart here at the Outlaw line. Shot coming and a save for Rivera. 50-50 ball at the top of the arc, played back outside. Ortiz on a hard drive, 2-on-1 if they hurry. Ortiz drops the pass, and the 2-on-1 Bastavanski. Should say, off the feed from Ortiz, Bastavanski will love that one. It's Stankovic. How quickly it can turn. What a job. The bouncing ball, and Ortiz really keys that with the hard drive, finding Stankovic. And the rookie able to deliver once again, 9th goal on the season. Well, the Sidekicks are going to have to work from behind again. Down 3-2. Quintana. And we have it back now. 5:28 remaining. Player down for the Outlaws over on the far side. And that's Romalo. on the slide tackle from Quintana. And good sign as he is up. Looking at that right knee, but Lucas Ramallo up and getting around on his own. So always a good sign. 5:28. Meanwhile, Quintana on that hard contact over near the far boards. Going to be sent off, and a power play opportunity for the Outlaws. And you keep an eye possibly on Vicmore Aligwe, number 20, over on the right side.
Texas Outlaws foul, call number 80. David Stankovich is second of the game.
And we welcome you back. Down to 38 seconds on the power play. And Lackland will look to bring it back in. Again, apologies for what appears to be some internet difficulty. But still 3-2. Chavez has that shot blocked at the point. Great job by Hernandez. O'Keefe now coming on the hard double team, and Ortiz with the heavy contact on O'Keefe. Astonishingly not bringing a call. But down to 5 seconds. Sidekicks going to kill the penalty. O'Keefe with the great poke check for the steal on the drive. Wants to put it on the left foot into the corner. That's a great job recovering defensively. Outlaws maintain the 3-2 lead. Chavez will play it back. Ortiz with the long pass overshoots Aligwe off the wall. Aligwe into the corner. Working against Hernandez. They battle on the far boards. Davies tries to get in there. Now it's free. Played out into space. Sidekicks will recover with Rodriguez. But the Outlaws back. Quintana. Little survey. 3-2. A couple of quick counters in this first half has been the difference. And a 3-2 lead for the Outlaws. Now Lackland will come up. Play it into the corner. Rodriguez off the wall, into the box and through. Ortiz back out to midfield. Quintana. Lovegrove. Rodriguez moving right as that one partially smothered. Able to maintain possession. Looking on the boards. Foul called. And Lovegrove from the wing. They'll clear out, swings it across, looking for the one-timer, but Perez can't quite get there. Ortiz not all the way out. Over to Yahir Romero. Lovegrove to the top, wants it back from Perez. The hard drive and the save from Rivera. Once again, Perez in the two-man game, that time with Lovegrove. (3-2) as Rivera off the solid performance in the loss to Utica City, having another strong half here in the first half against the Sidekicks. Just 2 goals allowed, and the Outlaws have the 3-2 lead. Hernandez chips it for the far side. Now the giveaway at midfield. Hernandez going to peel it back. Under a minute to go. 3-2. Lovegrove played into space looking for Powell. Back out with Ramallo, who's returned. Ramallo working on Powell. Working left. Now tries to leave it and does. Top of the arc, shot just wide. Not on the same page with Aligwe, who will have to retrieve. Down to 20 seconds. Poke check and a near steal. Now down to 13 seconds. Chavez. Good double. Chavez still on the drive. Around the boards and save with Lackland. And it was Billy O'Dwyer who scored last night. And time runs out here in the first half. And the Outlaws will carry a 3-2 lead into the break. You are watching MASL action here on MASL TV.
Every business is different, but B1 Bank knows that every business owner has similar needs. From streamlining accounts receivables to maintaining access to working capital, a trusted bank is your best asset for staying on top of day-to-day finances and planning for future business growth. At B1 Bank, I know I have access to commercial banking experts who care about the needs of my business and can guide me to accomplish my goals. B1 Bank knows that managing your business isn't simple, but they can help you make it uncomplicated.
Wind 6 miles, runway 26 straight, wind.
Since 1986, Soccer Spectrum has been serving the Dallas community with competitive soccer, great food, laughs, and a home away from home. Here at Soccer Spectrum, we offer the full soccer experience. We host and organize adult indoor and outdoor soccer leagues, youth leagues, watch parties, soccer camps, and birthday parties. Our facility has everything you need to enjoy our beautiful game and create friendships that will last a lifetime. What are you waiting for? Join our community today. Soccer Spectrum, the official practice facility of the Dallas Sidekicks.
Slow things down. Looking up for Oliveira. Pressured along the boards. Still with Kelvin. And it trickles in! Oliveira scores! It's 5-4. Riggy's right back within one. And again, 5 consecutive hat tricks for Kelvin Oliveira.
And did that go in? It did! Gorgeous by Fabian Cruz.
We're actually going to have a common representative coming up. I'll tell you in a second.
Here's Nathan Dirtle! He gets his first goal! Oh, the Comets strike first, and Nathan Dirtle! What a goal to get in your first!
They'll send it down to Silva. He'll leave it. Francis, goal! Dominic Francis finds the bottom right corner.
Showcase of the Immortals, and there are players that have etched their name from more than indoor soccer. Here we see Brian Orozco checking into the game for Clayson de Lima. Que golazo! That was the goal of the game. Brian Orozco jumping into the stands seconds after coming onto the turf. Jose, what a goal!
Golazo de Chapín! Golazo de Guatemalteco! Golazo Orozco!
As we're back underway with Sanchez. Works across, and Alvarez rifles a shot in the top left corner. And Mario Alvarez makes it 3-2 Wave. Third goal of the season. 9th point of the season for Alvarez.
Mendoza, Caceres. Tries to lay across for Spur. Good header, Ramos to finish it. Open scoring. A power play that ends very quickly in favor of these Tacoma Stars.
Minutes to go. Here in the first. Quickly behind. Wally gets one. Connected to Biospina. 3-1 blast.
Escalante from downtown! Shazam! And Chihuahua levels it at 1.
Well, we talked in the pregame about Roberto Escalante being one of the best two-way defenders in the league. 7 goals, 3 assists coming in, make that number 8.
Here come the ambush. Tayu moves in left side. Shot blocked by Tavernese. Oh, a goal with 1.6 seconds on the clock. St. Louis battles back in the final couple minutes.
Over to Osqueda. Out to Willie B. Willie B only finds Oliveira, who can take a shot from distance, and it's in the back of the net! Oh my word, what a strike from Kelvin Oliveira! From his own half, he finds the goal! 8-5, Utica lead!
Mealtimes are having a moment. A flavorful moment. A moment that's full of golden fried happiness and totally crave-worthy. One that has citrus grilled deliciousness, puts a twist on the classics, and packed with so much flavor that there's something for everyone. A moment you can only discover with the one-of-a-kind chicken and sides of Pollo Campero, crafted to taste like home.
When hail damages your car, you need a repair company you can trust. That's where Total Hail Solutions comes in. As North Texas's top auto hail repair company, we're committed to bringing your vehicle back to its best, fast, and hassle-free. And now, as the official dent company of the Dallas Sidekicks, we're offering $500 cash back on all repairs for Sidekicks fans. Simply bring in your ticket and let us take care of the rest. Total Hail Solutions, trusted, reliable, and ready to help you drive confidently again.
Shoot! It's gone!
What's going on, everybody? This is the MASL in 5. It's your chance to get caught up on everything that went down in the MASL over the past week in just 5 minutes. Let's go.
We're actually going to have a Comet representative coming up. I'll tell you in a second.
Here's Nathan Dirtle! He gets his first goal!
Nathan Dirtle gets his first MASL goal for the KC Comets on Teddy Bear Toss night, no less. Thousands of bears collected for charity by the Comets, who were taking on the Chihuahua Savage that night. The team, they are trying to unseat as league champions, and the Comets sent a message. They will be a force to be reckoned with. They handed the Savage just their second loss of the campaign, taking it 5-2. 3 days later, the Savage continued their Midwest swing against Milwaukee. This game had everything. Mario Alvarez made it 6-5 wave in the fourth quarter, but with just over 2 minutes remaining, the Mexicans knotted it up. This one needed overtime.
And they work the 1-2. Shot saved by
Oh, no.
Augie Ray, but the rebound followed. Gallego scores. And the Chihuahua Savage win it in overtime, 7-6.
And Milwaukee had better luck against Utica, though, 2 days previous. With 47 seconds left in the game, Vinny Dantas ties it up for the Blues off this beauty. But then, the weirdest finish so far to any game this season.
Coughlin's got to make something happen. Ball rolls. Oh no, this one might end. And it does. The wave. The final second of play in the Adirondack Bank Center, and Milwaukee walks away with all 3 points.
With 1 second remaining on the clock. Ouch if you're Utica. Some hot players from last week. Dom Francis continues to have a tremendous season for Harrisburg. The man from Huddersfield, England, had 6 points in 2 games. That included a 4-point performance against Dallas. Jesus Pacheco, hat-trick in an 8-5 blast win over the Sidekicks. Jesus now 14 points on the season so far. And Justin Stinson of the Empire Strikers had a great week for the boys in purple against Utica in the return match. He had a hat-trick, including that beauty right there, getting Philly and the boys out of their seats. The MASL All-Star Game, of course, taking place on February 12th in Utica, New York. It includes an All-Star Skills Challenge at 6 p.m., All-Star Game at 7:15, and followed by the All-Star Fan Fest. After that, it all happens February 12th in Utica, New York. Your Players of the Week brought to you by Green Drop, and they are goalkeeper Philip Ejimadu, defensively Chad Vandegrift, offensively Kelvin Oliveira of Utica. This is just getting ridiculous. After missing several games, he returned. He had 9 points total, 8 points in one single game in a win against Milwaukee, though. Defensively, Vandegrift, talk about a monster game against Chihuahua. Sure, he had 2 goals, but he also had 10, count them, 10 blocks for the Comets, and in between the posts that night, goalkeeper Ejimadu coming up huge as well for KC. 19 saves to go along with 2 assists as well. Okay, time for your Plays of the Week.
Still with Kelvin, and it trickles in! Oliveira scores! It's 5-4. Riggy's right back within 1. Coughlin's got to make something happen. Ball rolls. Oh no! This one might end! And it does! The wave! The final second of play!
Quarterly in indoor soccer. Here we see Brian Orozco checking into the game for Clayson DeLima. Que golazo! That was the goal of the game. Brian Orozco jumping into the stands.
And here goes Kelvin Oliveira. Onto his left foot. He finds the back of the net. An absolute strike. Works across, and Alvarez rifles a shot in the top left corner.
Here in the first. quickly behind. Wally gets one.
Escalante from downtown. Shazam!
Moves in, left side, shot blocked by Tavernese. Follow-up, goal! With 1.6 seconds on the clock!
Willie B only finds Oliveira, who can take a shot from distance, and it's in the back of the net! Oh my word, what a strike from Kelvin Oliveira! From his own half, he finds the goal!
Yeah, and just a reminder, of course, that to stay up to date with everything that's going on with the league, including great feature stories, the latest news, statistics, you can head to the MASL's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week.
Every business is different, but B1 Bank knows that every business owner has similar needs. From streamlining accounts receivables to maintaining access to working capital, a trusted bank is your best asset for staying on top of day-to-day finances and planning for future business growth. At B1 Bank, I know I have access to commercial banking experts who care about the needs of my business and can guide me to accomplish my goals. B1 Bank knows that managing your business isn't simple, but they can help you make it uncomplicated.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASL iFootball, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASL iFootball to sign up, get started, and play.
And we welcome you back. Start of the third period. 3-2 lead for the Outlaws here at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center. A look at the halftime stats and the 3-2 lead. Shots on goal, very even. Just a one-shot advantage for the Sidekicks, but a couple of notable quick counters for the Outlaws leading to goals have been the difference so far. Seeing both keepers having strong first halves. 8 big saves for Jesus Rivera has certainly been a storyline as well, preserving that 3-2 lead. Moments away from the start of the third period. And we'll try to keep you abreast of a couple other scores going on right now in the MASL. Busy Sunday. Jamie Lovegrove will put it down and get it going for the Sidekicks in the home green jerseys. Taking on a very game Texas Outlaws squad, making the short trip here to Dallas to take on the Sidekicks, still looking for their first win of the season. Might it come here this afternoon? They've got the 3-2 lead. It's similar, certainly, to a day ago when the Outlaws carried a 3-1 lead early in the third period, only to have UCFC storm back for the 5-3 win. The Sidekicks would certainly love to repeat that here tonight, but they'll have some work to do. There's David Ortiz, and he has been huge in the first half. 3 points, an assist, I should say a couple of assists, and a goal in the first half. And of course, fans of the Outlaws, that's not exactly new for Ortiz, who had 14 and 15 goals in the last 2 seasons, but appearing in just his 5th game this year with just a couple of goals with the goal earlier in the first half. So as Ortiz starts to get into the fold as this second half carries on both here today and indeed on the season overall, the wall ball into the box but cleared away by the Sidekicks. Expect to see the Outlaws maybe become a little different team than their record might indicate as they get some players back into the fold here in this second half of the season. And young David Ortiz, certainly chief among them, as he will trigger it in. Top, Macias, Gonzalez will switch the attack as they play into the corner with Aligwe. Vic Moore, Aligwe, another player appearing in just his 5th game. Gonzalez looking for the pass off the wall, but smothered by Quintana Lackland there. 3-2. Played into space for Perez, and Perez shielded nicely by Famune. Famune had it momentarily, but the Sidekicks do get it back. They'll go to work. Oscar Romero plays up top. Perez tries to leave it for Lovegrove. It's high in the air in the box. Perez was looking for the hook. Wanted to take that one out of the air, but couldn't quite get there. No shot coming. Ortiz will chip it to the near corner. Off the box. I should say off the wall into the box, and Hernandez positioned well. Looking against Chavez. Bit of a dangerous pass as Quintana plays it ahead. O'Keefe on a hard drive. In from the right. Great save from Rivera. I'll tell you, Jesus Rivera on the season, the goals against average up over 9 a game. But going back to yesterday and the good performance against Utica with 18 saves and the way he has been tonight, for young Jesus Rivera, 3 wins a season ago, he has shown well. Stankovic almost gets there, but it is brushed away and over to Hernandez. But I think you've got to be impressed with Rivera, and sometimes the numbers just don't tell the whole story. Because it's been a struggle on paper, certainly for Rivera, but that was another big save, denying O'Keefe and keeping the 3-2 lead. Off the wall through Romero. At the line, that's Derek Crone battling against Lovegrove. Foul going to be on Crone. You saw on the halftime stats as well, quite a few more fouls committed by the Outlaws. In the first half, it was 10-4. They pick up another one there, but not hurting them on the scoreboard. Laidley trying to work it right, gets it back. Laidley in on Lackland, the centering ball, and a goal for the Outlaws. Boy, Laidley ended up in space, and O'Dwyer, who tallied yesterday, is back in the book again today. A quick counter, yes, but a giveaway by the Sidekicks leads to the odd man rush, and you can hardly execute a lot better. No chance for Lackland, as Laidley ended up in space. He's one-on-one with Lackland, who has to commit. They work it across, and O'Dwyer with a shot that I might have been hard-pressed to miss, and O'Dwyer certainly doesn't. Perez trying to get it on the left foot. Back outside, Hernandez steps into one and rips it over the crossbar. Well, the Sidekicks came from 2 down once. And they'll have to do it again. Down 4-2. That one probably felt eerily familiar for Sidekick fans. Shot sent wide of the post. Another chance developing for Eligwe. He fires it wide, now wants it on the left foot. Great sliding block from Hernandez, but back to Eligwe. Faces up on the wing. Famune switching the attack. They send it across, and Eligwe, good hustle to get back. And the pass coming in the direction of Heritage Davies, who had gone down. And that ends up giving it back to the Sidekicks. Or no, I should say they're going to say this will stay with the Outlaws. Ortiz back on. Looking to get it back on the give it. Determined from the outset. Tyler Bagley off the feed from Eligwe. And the lead now 5-2. And the Sidekicks, a victim of a dramatic comeback in their last game. And now they will need to turn the tables all the way. Bouncing ball in the box. Rivera will head back to his line to play this one. So for Bagley, first game in an Outlaw uniform. And his first goal. So immediately makes his presence known. Ramallo threads it across. Looking for Laidley. Ortiz on the wing. Well, during this tough stretch for the Sidekicks, near turnover, O'Keefe trying to keep it alive. Big collision with Famune. And it's O'Keefe that's down. Looking at that right shoulder. And you got to believe the Iron Man's getting to his feet. O'Keefe has played every game the last 2 seasons and on into this year. Putting together his own consecutive game streak. And he's up. Perez back up top. And a shot on the ground. Rivera down to get it. They want to quickly go back the other way on the attack. They have it. Ortiz at the line. Ortiz with a drive. Save from Lackland. That one blocked out front and out of play. So Lackland maybe with a game saver. Denying Ortiz, looking for his 4th point here tonight. Timeout. Will step aside. 6:48 remaining in the third. The Outlaws have widened the lead. They lead at 5-2 on MASL TV.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASL iFootball, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASL iFootball to sign up, get started, and play.
Mealtimes are having a moment. A flavorful moment. A moment that's full of golden fried happiness and totally crave-worthy. One that has citrus grilled deliciousness, puts a twist on the classics, and packed with so much flavor that there's something for everyone. A moment you can only discover with the one-of-a-kind chicken and sides of Pollo Campero, crafted to taste like home.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Also, subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more. Corner coming for Ortiz. And the Outlaws already have pushed the lead to 5-2. I started to make the point moments ago that during this tough stretch for the Sidekicks, which has seen them lose 5 straight, they have been particularly bedeviled on a number of occasions in the third period. Seeing close games that have started to get away from them in this tough stretch, and they appear to be having some trouble here again in the third period. They were down just 3-2. But it's the Outlaws who've come out of the break and pushed the lead to 3 at 5-2. Quintana wins the race to keep it alive. Down he goes as Eligwe comes in to challenge. That'll be a foul on the Outlaws on Eligwe. And they're a pretty clear push from Vicmore Eligwe. Now let's bring you back live. Silva leaves it for Romero. They wanted Perez at the top of the arc. Kept in off of Bagley. Around the boards and in front, but the shot just wide. Ortiz again breaks from the pack. Tries to play the long pass to himself. They keep it alive. Chavez moving to his right, looking for a lane. Blocked by Hernandez and off to Lackland. I'll tell you, Nestor Hernandez up among the leaders in blocks and moving up that leaderboard. You have to believe another block. That one denying Chavez a chance. And it's 5-2 as we play on. Chavez leaving it for Stankovic. Stankovic, a goal in the first half. Off a pass from Ortiz on a 2-on-1. That gave the Outlaws a 3-2 lead at the time. Lackland goes down hard. The shot sent over the crossbar as Lackland had vacated the goal. And the Sidekicks escape. 5:12 remaining in the third. 5-2. Texas on top. Quintana has returned after a short stint on the bench. Quintana on his way to the All-Star Game. And a reminder, the MASL All-Star Game is headed to Utica, New York on February 12th, 2025. Follow the MASL on social media for updates on tickets, rosters, and more. Perez now with an inside track, looking for the wall and sent wide, but a whistle before the shot. Perez can't believe it. It has been that kind of an afternoon for the Sidekicks and Blas Perez. They trail it 5-2. Quintana going to challenge. Lately trying to hold him off. Now on the spin. Joanne Lately will face up. Back outside. O'Dwyer trying to shake O'Keefe. O'Dwyer into the corner. Off the wall. Lackland lays out. Before that could get to Lately, who would have had a shot point blank. That's a strong move from Billy O'Dwyer. What a stretch he had back in late December, early January, with an assist and 4 goals in a 3-game stretch for the Outlaws. That pass not sure, maybe not expected, and a chance for Lovegrove. Found the post, but the rebound and a goal. Well, that time it was the Outlaws with a giveaway at midfield. They put it with Lovegrove, just denied by the post. I believe Morales followed it in. We'll see if technically, no, I believe they're going to say that Lovegrove did slide that inside the post. Cy Morales was right there either way. The Sidekicks were poised to get back within 1. Just a question of who technically gets the tally, and it looks like Lovegrove did get that just inside the post. And indeed, for Lovegrove, 12th goal on the season. That keeps his scoring streak alive. He scored in every game this season. And the Sidekicks pull a little closer at 5-3. Torquato into the corner. Rodriguez with the wall ball, but Rivera smothers it. Out into space. Davies on a hard drive. It's loose. It ends up with a Eligwe. Rodriguez is down. The foul going to go on Davies. Give it back to the Sidekicks. 3:29. If you're a Dallas fan, let's see if the Sidekicks can maybe put one more on the board here in the third. Pull a little closer as we head to the fourth. But when we talk about the necessity of making a comeback for the Sidekicks, Worth mentioning that when challenged here today, so far, the Outlaws have been able to come up with an answer every time. What a great poke check and a steal for Ortiz. We'll bring it into the zone, facing up on Hernandez. He'll side foot it to the corner. And now we've got it back. And we're live. Still 5-3. 2:35 remaining in the third. Played back out to Lackland. Switching for the near side. They'll battle on the near boards. O'Keefe, who has returned after that hard collision earlier in the third. But he's back out. See there on the right side of your screen, that's Stankovic. The sensational rookie for the Outlaws. 5'3". Nestor Hernandez was once again anchored the back line. They battle out in front of the Outlaw goal. Famune in space. Quintana with the slide. Knocks it free. Stankovic with the wall ball. Lackland anticipates well. Lovegrove with a head of steam. Dials it up. The save cleared out by the Outlaws. Sidekicks will keep it. Poked away by Stankovic. Lovegrove threads it through to the near corner. Centering ball. Quintana steps into it, but too much air. Up and out of play. 1:14 remaining in the third. Jesus Rivera will heave for the near side. Laidley playing it back outside. Now it's poked free. They'll battle in the corner. Gonzalez can't quite get there. In on the goal is Rodriguez. It's cleared to the near side. Rodriguez tried to power it through, but couldn't get it past Rivera. And now as Morales goes down, we'll have a call. There is Esai Morales getting to his feet. Excuse me, Esai Romero. And Romero picking it up. Saw his 3-game scoring streak snapped in the loss to Kansas City starting this homestand. But nonetheless, up to 6 goals on the season. Looks like we've got our first review of the game. They're going to look at, I believe, was it the contact with Romero over near the boards, perhaps an opportunity for Dallas to go on the power play. As we'll keep it here while they look it over. And a reminder, disagree with the call tonight? You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Levanko and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. So Coach Woodbury talking with his team right now. The Sidekicks with a little work to do, trailing it 5-3. Again, they look it over. And we will await the call. Our officials tonight Kia DePana, senior referee. Danielle Chesky, our referee. Mohammed Kalea, assistant referee. And fourth official, Camden Wilson. And not a lot to look at so far in this one. Again, to my memory, unofficially, our first review. Sidekicks back in action tomorrow night here at the Event Center. And well, here's the call. And it's never an encouraging sign when it's your side that's getting the explanation. But right now, they're over talking to the Dallas bench. You don't often see that discussion being a discussion of why the call went your way. Nonetheless, it will be a restart for the Sidekicks on the wing. We'll play on even strength. Lovegrove will get it started. Set Perez near the top of the arc. Under a minute to go in the third. Sidekicks still trailing at 5-3. Hard drive to the front. Lovegrove tries again. It's through the box. And to the far side, Gonzalez battling. They continue. Over on the far boards, now cleared out. Hernandez will shield off O'Dwyer. Gets it to Lackland. Long pass, overshoots, and all the way through to Rivera. There was a lot of contact just outside the Dallas zone. I should say just outside the Outlaw zone. As Perez will head off. But we might get a restart here for the Sidekicks. See where the call went. No, it's Texas. Bouncing ball. Quintana and Aligwe. Still got 22 seconds. At midfield, Powell plays it over to Lovegrove. Romero working right from long range. The rebound high in the air. Rivera trying to keep it alive. It's still loose over to the far corner. Powell down to 2 seconds. Can't dial up a shot. We're heading to the fourth. Texas on top of Dallas 5-3. It's MASL Soccer on MASL TV.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends to create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play.
Wait a second, wrong with the 6th grade. We're on.
Mealtimes are having a moment. A flavorful moment. A moment that's full of golden fried happiness and totally crave-worthy. One that has citrus grilled deliciousness, puts a twist on the classics, and packed with so much flavor that there's something for everyone. A moment you can only discover with the one-of-a-kind chicken and sides of Pollo Campero, crafted to taste like home.
Every business is different, but B1 Bank knows that every business owner has similar needs. From streamlining accounts receivables to maintaining access to working capital, a trusted bank is your best asset for staying on top of day-to-day finances and planning for future business growth. At B1 Bank, I know I have access to commercial banking experts who care about the needs of my business and can guide me to accomplish my goals. B1 Bank knows that managing your business isn't simple, but they can help you make it uncomplicated.
Hailstorms can cause devastating damage to your home. But what if you could protect it with the best? Introducing Total Storm Solutions, installers of the hail-proof roofing system. Not only will you shield your home from costly future damage, but you'll also increase its value and save on your insurance premiums. Total Storm Solutions is proud to sponsor your Dallas Sidekicks and offer free shingle upgrades when you mention this ad. Protect your home today. Visit TotalStormSolutions.com to
Underway to start the fourth. And Texas with the 5-3 lead. In the third period, they outshot the Sidekicks 7-3 and pushed a 3-2 advantage to 5-3 as we start the fourth. But the Sidekicks did get the last goal to get it to 2 down. Do they carry a measure of momentum into the fourth period? We'll find out. As the 0-9 Outlaws look for their first win of the season, will it come here in the Credit Union of Texas Event Center? Off the boards and through the box. Back outside to Ortiz. Plays it to himself. Side foots it to Eligwe, who's trying to get it on the right foot. Now he's quickly surrounded. And the Sidekicks poke it free. Eligwe going to commit the foul in the Dallas zone. I'll tell you, you've got to be impressed with midfielder David Ortiz. His fifth season, big game, 3 points tonight. But it's really the ball handling and control through that mid zone as well. Key to a couple of counters en route to this 5-3 lead. Perez on the far boards. Nearly gets away, but the Sidekicks keep it.